92% of Americans want expanded background checks. 87% say that convicted felons or people with mental health problems should be prevented from owning guns. And 85% support a ban on people on the federal watch list from owning guns. Those are compelling polling numbers that apparently have very little impact on the senators who actually vote on these measures. With us now, White House Press Secretary Josh Earnest. Josh, what's the White House's response not only to the Senate's votes yesterday, but also to a rising tide of anger among Americans who want to keep guns out of the hands of terrorists and people with mental health problems?
Good morning, Joe. Listen, I think the reaction from the White House is simply that what we saw last night on the floor of the United States Senate was a shameful display of cowardice. There were common sense bills that were put forward that should have drawn strong bipartisan support that would prevent individuals who are currently suspected of having ties to terrorism from being able to buy a gun. And we should actually strengthen our background check laws to close loopholes that prevent people from being able to circumvent those background checks. And the reason that I describe it as cowardice is I don't know what else to call it. Cowards are people who talk really tough in the hope that they will not be asked to actually act and do something. And the truth is that's exactly what Republicans have done. Republicans have run around and spent the last week saying radical Islamic extremism to anybody who will listen. But when it actually comes to preventing those extremists from being able to walk into a gun store and buy a gun, they're AWOL. They won't do anything about it because they're scared of the NRA. That's shameful.